EY OpsChain is very simply a tool that lets companies interact with their business partners, customers, and suppliers over public or private blockchains. If you think about how companies have been interacting with each other over the last 30 or 40 years, even though companies themselves have changed dramatically, the way that they connect with each other digitally has actually not changed that much. Large enterprises today typically manage their business relationships with others through some combination of EDI or email. And both of those have huge shortcomings.
With EY OpsChain, we are aiming at facilitating the tokenization of the key business assets.
And the idea is that we take concepts that exist in businesses like inventory or assets or business contracts, and we are then able to correctly represent them on a blockchain as tokens and contracts and payments. And as a result, it will be possible for companies in a single digital environment to model all of their external critical kind of operational interactions and do that in a way that's seamless, very secure and private, but also widely available and shared across many partners. Solving the problem of enterprise-to-enterprise collaboration is difficult because it's gotten so much more complicated over the last few years. Today, it's not just that I'm buying something from another company, it's that I want to transact with you based on a complex contract with things like volume discounts and special conditions, and I also want to arrange things like logistics and insurance and payment.
The cool thing about OpsChain is that it dives into a beautiful and fast-evolving technology, and it tries to use that to solve some big business challenges.
And so with OpsChain, we can take a complex agreement, we can turn it into a digital smart contract, we can orchestrate all of these different interactions, and very importantly, we can do it without causing a company to have to hand over their strategic business information to a network operator or a digital marketplace that is a potential future competitor or is going to monetize the data based on their business transactions.
This is important for the industry because it can generate better collaboration, because the blockchain technology can generate some trust between the participants, even if they don't have the same incentive and so on. They can trust this blockchain environment, and we have a common visibility over what's happening and the commitments that are took by the different participants. So this really facilitates the collaboration between companies and remove all the control tasks, or actually more integrate them in the core business tasks.
Over the last 3 years, we've clocked up something like more than 350 different blockchain projects around the world. Many of them are proof of concepts and pilots, but gradually we're building up a quite substantial base of companies that use the EY OpsChain technology in their day-to-day business.
EY OpsChain aims at facilitating the use of blockchain technology in the business world, in establishing the proper level of trust between the participants, putting them on a level playing field, and also having the proper level of automation.
One of our most successful products is the traceability module in OpsChain. I think now we have more than 11 million bottles of wine that are covered by OpsChain. Everything from high quality wine that's being shipped overseas with our project, the Tattoo Wine Marketplace, to product traceability that we're doing in Italy. We have buffalo mozzarella, we've got oranges and chickens going on, and very excitingly, the same OpsChain technology that works for traceability with food, it can also be used to do things like track animal vaccines in China. More recently, we've been adding to that with more sophisticated business logic. So we're working with an automaker to enable automated replenishment of our components in their system. And of course, very famously, we're working with Microsoft on the Xbox software video game licensing system. We designed EY OpsChain to make it easy for companies to stand up, run, and connect with their business partners. So if you're thinking about a private blockchain, with EY OpsChain, we can run in the Azure environment, we can connect to your Active Directory instance, we can integrate with all of your critical business partners. If you think about public blockchains, we're going to enable complete security and privacy, secure transactions, as well as private contracts. And for all of these, we are going to have a library of built-in tokens and processes that make it easy for companies to connect up their assets and processes with business partners. And what I mean by that specifically is a couple of really important things. Number one, companies across these networks will be able to have shared information about things like inventory or assets or transactions. And number two, these companies will be able to share business processes around specific activities like procurement or shipping or logistics. So the result should be a level of coordination across disparate enterprises that's equal to the kind of coordination that ERP made possible inside the single enterprise, but without having to hand over critical business information to digital marketplaces that might monetize your data or attempt to exploit it. EY OpsChain is really important for the industry because it's the only platform that's very focused on using the public infrastructure, especially the public Ethereum blockchain, and also supporting private blockchains. Every other major firm is really focused on building out proprietary private blockchains. Fundamentally, we do not believe that these scale. We believe that the only way blockchains ever deliver on their promise to the industry and to the public is if we are all using a common public blockchain infrastructure.